On this week's show, Lord of Light to be on telly, Discworld Imaginarium in definitive collection, and the Fancy News Show takes a summer break. Hello and welcome to the Fancy News Show from the Bottled Imp. My name is Ken Boyter and this is your weekly fix of fancy goodness. First up, the mystery of disappearing candlesticks at Ripley Castle has been solved. Kind of. According to the Northern Echo newspaper, Poltergeists have taken the blame for a ghostly puzzle. Yes, I did say poltergeists. The owners, Sir Thomas and Lady Emma Ingilby, of the 14th century castle near Harrogate, have returned their insurance money to Specialist Insurance Company after two pairs of Georgian candlesticks disappeared and then reappeared in mysterious circumstances. Oh yes, I'm loving this story. The silver candlesticks were reportedly last seen at Christmas Eve in 2014 and were reported stolen to the insurance company in May 2016. However, Sir Thomas was always convinced that they would resurface again. He stated, "We searched the castle thoroughly and, with no sign of them, we had to make the claim." So presumably they were searching for like 2 years if they put in the claim 2 years later. Sir Thomas' initial inkling proved correct, as the missing candlesticks reappeared in the castle's strong room, sitting on a shelf in a bright red Christmas carrier bag. Who'd have thought, hey? He stated, "3 of us had searched the strong room from top to bottom, and I'd searched it on 3 separate occasions myself before making the claim. So to find them sitting there in such plain view was quite astonishing." Sir Thomas suspects that the candlesticks' movements are down to Henry and Mary Ingilby, who died of leukaemia in the castle in the late 19th century when they were aged only 7 and 5. Or it could be that somebody working at the castle kind of took them away, maybe even stole them. I know I shouldn't say that. And then felt guilty and then returned them. Or they moved, somebody moved them by cleaning them and then forgot about them, then put them back. Who knows? But it could obviously be poltergeists. I love this. Obviously, it's quite a slow news week for the Northern Echo. But it's ghosts. We all love ghosts. Head of Zeus publisher has signed a new fantasy trilogy by author A.J. Smith. The author of the 4-book epic fantasy saga The Long War has been signed for 3 books in the new Form and Void series. The first book, The Glass Breaks, will be published in hardback and in ebook in April 2018. Book 2, The Sword Falls, and Book 3, The Sea Rises, will follow in 2019 and 2020 respectively. The series follows 17-year-old Duncan Greenfire, who has just completed his initiation as a sea wolf. The sea wolves, walking between worlds of form and void, glorifying piracy and slaughter. Their rule is absolute, but young Duncan Greenfire and duelist Adeline Brand will discover a conspiracy to end their domination, a conspiracy to shatter the glass that separates the worlds of form and void, and unleash a primeval chaos across the world. Obviously it does sound epic. The Glass Breaks will be published, as I say, in April 2018, so look out for that. Lord of Light television series is in development. Roger Zelazny's, I don't know if I pronounced that right, probably not, legendary science fiction novel Lord of Light will get the TV treatment courtesy of Universal Cable Productions. Lord of Light is an ambitious, heady work of sci-fi, and it's likely going to be quite a task to bring the visuals to screen. The official synopsis is, after humans have moved to a new planet, technological disparities allow a privileged few to assume the names and likenesses of deities and rule over the common people. Tired of the system, a former god wages war against the unjust regime. So if you saw the farm? Hey, if you were down on the farm last Tuesday, if you saw the film Argo, you may recognise that because it's the fictional film that's being worked on in that film. And it was an adaptation of The Lord of Light. And the Marvel Universe architect Jack Kirby did loads of design work for that feature film, so it'd be interesting to see if he's going to be involved with the project. Those designs have recently been seen in print in the Heavy Metal magazine, restored by Barry Ira Geller, who is among the TV adaptation's producers. As yet, no release date has been announced. Gonzalez has acquired Terry Pratchett's Discworld Imaginarium, which is a portfolio of illustrations from Discworld artist Paul Kidby. Orion Group publisher and Gonzalez Digital publisher acquired the rights from Rob Wilkins at Dun Manifestation Limited, which controls the copyright to all of Sir Terry Pratchett's works, including his Discworld characters and creations. Paul Kidby, I don't know how you pronounce that, Kidby or Kidber? It's Kidby. I'm terrible at names, aren't I? Paul Kidby, I'm going to go for, provided the illustrations for The Last Hero, designed the covers for the Discworld novel since 2002, and is the author of The Art of Discworld and Terry Pratchett's Discworld colouring book. The book will comprise of Kidby's favourite Discworld illustrations in what Gonzalez is calling the definitive work. There you go. It includes 40 pieces of never before seen art, 30 pieces that have only appeared in foreign editions, limited editions and book club editions, and 17 book cover illustrations since 2004 that have never been seen without cover text, so it's just going to be the illustrations. Publishing simultaneously, there will also be a £75 special edition of the book featuring a variant cover, a new piece of art produced exclusively for that edition that is going to be signed by Kidby, metallic page edging, a marker ribbon and specially designed slipcase. You do seem to be getting a lot there for your 75 quid. The 272 page full colour volume will be published on the 23rd of November at a retail price of £35. Peter V. Brett will be signing his latest novel, The Core, at Forbidden Planet, London Megastore. The Core is the fifth and final book in the Demon Cycle fantasy series, where bloodthirsty demons stalk the night, culling the human race and to scattered remnants dependent on half-forgotten magics to protect them. Two heroes arose, men close as brothers, yet divided by bitter betrayal. Arlen Bales became known as the Painted Man, tattooed head to toe with powerful magic symbols that enabled him to fight demons in hand-to-hand combat, whilst, don't know how you pronounce this, Armenin Jadar, sorry about that, armed with magically warded weapons, called himself the Deliverer, a figure prophesied to unite humanity to lead them to triumph in Sharaka, which is the final war against demonkind. So basically, it's all kicking off. Really looking forward to The Core. As I say, it is the last book in the Demon Cycle of books. And we have reviewed all of those, so the previous four, so you can check those out on our YouTube channel. The signing takes place at Forbidden Planet London Megastore on the 26th of September, which is a Tuesday, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m, with the hardback due out on the 28th of September. Kickstarter news. Princess Bride 30th anniversary celebration is a card pack from Game Salute. Princess Bride started with a book by William Goldman, first published in 1973. That was turned into a movie in 1987. Salute Games are celebrating the 30th anniversary of that film with a pack which has new accessory, card sleeves, a special double-deck box, and new playmat, because it all complements their line of Princess Bride games that they've been producing over the last couple of years. The pack is including 6 additional cards for the game A Battle of Wits, 12 cards for I Hate to Kill You, 12 cards for Prepare to Die, and 12 cards for Prepare to Die Again. They have various pledge levels and add-ons, as you'd expect, and they plan to celebrate the debut the 30th anniversary celebration pack during this year's Gen Con. So if you'll be at the show, you can swing by and pick up your copy there. They've smashed their target, and the campaign finishes on the 11th of August. Monster Colouring Classics are adult colouring books by award-winning illustrator and graphic designer Jacob Walker. The art celebrates and is inspired by classic monsters in literature and the cinema. There are 2 adult colouring books to pledge for, Monsters of Literature and Monsters of Cinema. Most of the creatures featured have lived in black and white, but now this is your chance to add colour to their faces. According to the artist, these books are perfect for the creature feature lover, the traditional classic horror fantasy reader, or the unconventional colouring book colorist. There are 25 images per book, each with an image on a single-sided perforated high-quality paper suitable for coloured pencils, marker and watercolour paints too. There are lots of pledge levels and there's obviously various rewards to pledge for, such as a t-shirt and a sticker. There you go, the campaign finishes on the 1st of September. Dragons are on... hang on, let's do that again. Dragons Are Awesome, Mermaids, yeah, are art books by Brian Kessinger, where dragons rule, mermaids not so much. So as you can tell, he's a little bit more in favour of dragons than the mermaid book. Anyway, the 2 books to pledge for are Penned Dragons, which is an epic collection of high-flying portraits, and Inked Tales, which is a series of waterlogged doodles. 2 books are available in both digital and print, and also available as special limited editions too. Brian Kessinger is an award-winning artist who has worked for Walt Disney Animation Studios for 20 years, so clearly he knows what he's doing. These drawings and paintings, they do look exquisite. They look I like the sort of loose, casual style to them. Very cute, but very beautiful at the same time. As you might expect, there are a lot of pledge levels and stretch goals to unlock too, and they have absolutely smashed their target. And the campaign finishes on the 11th of August. Bottled Imp news. The Fancy News Show, i.e. this show, will be taking a short break for the summer. Yes, we're not 100% sure when it's coming back, but we have decided to take a little bit of a break because we are developing a new show. And so because Julie and I, we both work only part-time on this, we needed some more time to develop the new show. But fear not, the Friday Fantasy Show is still going ahead every Friday. Speaking of which, on this week's Friday Fantasy Show, we're going to try something a little bit different because we're going to be doing a character guide to the Talisman 4th edition. So if you play Talisman and you're wondering about tactics and little tips and little helpful, useful nuggets of information to help you win and claim the crown of command for yourself, then we're going to be doing a character guide. And this week I'm going to be taking a look at probably my favourite from the base game, which is the Sorceress. But that's all we have time for. Thank you so much for watching. And thank you so much for watching all of the Fancy News shows this year, if you have done so. We have a Facebook fellowship group that you can join. So if you search for the Bottled Imp Fellowship, come along and join in. You can chat to us, you can chat to other members as well, and you can post your favourite fancy stuff up there. But that's all we have time for, as I say. Remember to keep it unreal, especially the news.